didn't expect to make another video, but God had other plans. Thousands upon thousands of us are fervently calling out to all who will consider and acknowledge that a spiritual exodus, the rapture, whatever you want to call it, is just ahead, we believe, on September 23rd, 24th, depending on the time zone you're in, of this year, 2025. We're talking just days away. And please, if you haven't watched my last video, I wish that you would first, before watching this, so it'll make more sense, okay? Just more signs supporting the following. So this morning, I got in the car, I'm on the way to go catch the sunrise and take my walk. And on the way, I asked God for a sign. He gave me two. The first one was amazing, but the second one just blew me away. So please, this is going to be a very short video. You know me, I can get wordy because I hate misunderstandings and I always want to be clear, clear, clear. But time is of the essence. We're getting so close, so I'm making this quick. So I get to the stoplight, and this is what my odometer read. At the same time, I notice Kiss from a Rose, that song by Seal, was playing. I have a CD with that song on it that someone gave me. And I put it together because, well, for one thing, those numbers 12 and 444 are very significant, maybe to you too, you know, they are to me. But then in connection with the song, Kiss from a Rose, here are the lyrics. Now, if you read, I can see clearly now, I won't get into all the signs with the song, but it's very connected to those signs I had about the Titanic and the unsinkable Molly Brown, that even though it seems like we're sinking, we will be saved. I have incredible signs as I was writing that book in 2007. And that song, I had synchronicity with that song so many times, and it was tied to Molly Brown. The title of that chapter is What's with Molly and the Rose? Okay, so that was pretty awesome. And here we are, about to bloom. We're ready for something new. So I got to the water, took my walk, and then I was going to go right back home because I have plenty to do, but God had other plans. Make this video first. But it was very clear I needed to just drive up the coast for a few miles, and if I didn't listen to that, I would have missed this sign. Came back down, took the main road out, and all of a sudden this car, a white truck, came into the next lane. He was behind me, and it came into the next lane, and I see his license plate, and it has 9/23, September 23rd, the sign that I keep seeing this sign as I keep telling you these numbers everywhere for a long time. Just yesterday on my phone, caught it on my phone, and I'm not on my phone much. And 9/24 too, but again, time zone, it would be 9/23 in the US. So I was really excited about seeing 9/23, but I got behind the truck, but I thought it was weird that this bike tire was blocking part of the 9/23. So when we stopped at a light, I had to move way over to get a picture so you could see that it's indeed 9/23, okay? Here's the picture. But it's not just that. And I'm glad it was a long light because I was looking at the upper left of that truck and it said 239, which is 923 backwards, right? 239, 923, but then 6, okay? So just hold on to that thought, okay? Because it wasn't until I got home and really looked at the picture and was floored. Because, and remember, God is in the details. And when we really look closely, we can see incredible messages. So I get home and I'm looking carefully at this picture. Here's this white truck with, I was just making the connection with the Trust God license plate where it talks about rapture too that I keep showing you guys. That was a white car. Anyways, so here's this white truck with that black tire that is blocking somewhat the license plate, right? And I thought, that's weird, okay? Then, if you look closely, the bike, the brand of the bike is FOX. If you know numerology, you know that those letters represent the number 6. Not only that, but above Fox is 6. Are you kidding me? So, okay. Remember that the darkness always takes sacred things, beautiful things, sacred geometry, numbers, symbols, names, on, and they hijack it with their energy to mock God and affect us, okay? So the number 6 alone, to me, it's a great number. It represents harmony, okay? But they use it for their purposes. Just like 13, can't have a 13th floor of a building. It's such bad luck when 13 is actually a very divine, beautiful number, okay? So this is what they do. Not only that, but looking closely at that bike tire, the name is upside down, but upside down it reads SIX from left to right. Now let me connect it to what I wrote this morning to my warriors before I left the house, okay? That what's going on since 8 days ago, that is like having a severe effect on humanity. I mean, people are, it's one of these, again, I don't want to debate it. I'm just telling you, I've done a lot of research. The whole thing is about conquer and divide again. The centuries old conquer and divide tactic they still use, and we still as a whole aren't getting it and getting sucked in. And we're seeing people not being themselves, just being so, I mean, it's just like this, they're creating WAR between us, okay? Trying to instigate all kinds of chaos. And what I specifically said this morning to the warriors was, isn't it interesting that right before 9:23, 9:24, that all this is happening? It's like it's more than just distracting us. That's part of it, though. They're distracting us, but also it's about bringing our vibrations down, you know, fighting against each other instead of looking at who's behind this and what is really going on. It'll blow most people away in not a good way. It's unbelievable. I don't want to get into that. I just want to say, isn't that interesting that I said that? And then I have this thing where it's being covered. Like, see, they're trying to block it, okay? Because it's the meek people, not the high ups, not the people with big audiences, not controlled op. It's not them that's saying that this is going to happen. It's us. It's all of us. And again, as I say, please, and you may feel the exact same. I've talked to some of you, and it fills my heart. But if you don't believe in it, just connect now. Connect and ask God for your own signs, for your own confirmations. But this definitely needed to be shared. I mean, I simply asked and got 2 signs, like right away this morning. I wasn't gone that long. So I'll leave it at that. As I've been sharing recently, stay strong, stay high vibe. Don't let any darkness mess with you. Be strong. Be of the light. Love to all of you.